The National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, has taken another bold step in the advancement of its 5-year strategic plan to enhance its services. NAWASA announced the launch of their Customer Service Charter on July 2, 2012, at the main office on the Carnage. The gathering was addressed by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Works, Physical Development and Public Utilities, Javan Williams, NAWASA's Chairman, Terence Smith, and General Manager, Christopher Husbands.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all today to the official launch of the NAWASA Customer Service Charter. We at NAWASA are very excited about this new initiative and look forward to continued improvements in the level of service we provide and the relationships we have with our customers. The development and launch of this charter is yet another output from our first ever 5-year strategic plan, which covered the period 2009 ongoing to 2014. The Customer Service Charter is born out of the recognition of our responsibility to ensure that our customers get the most from the services we offer. The Charter provides a means for improvements in the relationship between the organization and our customers. This is done in large part by aligning expectations, facilitating improved communication, and of course, integrally linked with that, provides an increased means for us to receive feedback so we can adjust accordingly. The Charter gives us standards of service to measure our performance in a number of key service areas. It also conveys in many ways how we intend to act and what we expect from our customers. We know and understand that the journey has only just begun and that it is a process of continuous learning and improvement. I am proud to be part of the team that has taken on this challenge, and we expect multiple benefits for all stakeholders involved. It's now up to us to institutionalize this charter as a way of life in the workplace. I'll close by making a call to all present, as well as those listening to us or viewing us by any form of media, to engage in positive participation in this process, which will encourage growth and improvement for all. Despite our best efforts at preparation, it will be natural for us to encounter some teething problems. We ask for your understanding, and we commit to having any of these, if they occur, resolved in the shortest possible time.
The implementation of NAWASA's new initiative sets the bar for the organization to achieve its short-term objective of providing a high-quality customer experience comparable with international benchmarks and standards for the water sector.
The genesis of today's activity, the launch of our Customer Service Charter, can be found in the exercise that took place or that we embarked upon in early 2009 for the elaboration of a strategic plan, the first ever strategic plan for the National Water and Sewage Authority. The strategic plan, as you see, covers the period 2009 to 2014, the 5-year period. And while a lot of time was spent on strategizing, on meeting our core requirement. What is our core requirement? Providing safe and adequate supplies of drinking water to the population, as well as efficient sewerage services to the population. That is NAWASA's core reason for existence, and we must never forget that. But in the discussions we had, what rose to the surface was the extreme importance of the authority improving its customer services, raising the bar, so to speak, of customers' expectations for the service they get when they interact with NAWASA.
NAWASA's Customer Service Charter sets the standard of adherence for the authority's delivery of safe, adequate and reliable water supply and safe disposal of wastewater in a viable and efficient manner, as described in the organization's mission statement. This refers to technical services as well as administrative functions and also provides customers with guidance about their role in the process.
We had launched the customer charter internally about a year ago, and from since then we've been documenting processes. We've been analyzing to make sure that we understand our strengths and our weaknesses. To date, I must say that the staff is quite committed, and we believe that we can make a difference in serving our customers better, having a better relationship, and therefore, it gives us a chance to know if we need to do some more adjustment or if we need to continue on the right, on the path that we are going.
I think it is an excellent exercise. The authority has evolved over the years and have made tremendous strides. And today, to establish that covenant as it has been described by the officials, I'm in support of it 100%. We have been providing safe drinking water to our population. One has to take into consideration Grenada being a third world underdeveloped country. We have a very, very low percentage of waterborne diseases. And I'm not here to say it's all our doing because sanitation, etc. is involved. But the authority has contributed tremendously to that status where our people are not sick as a result of impure water, etc. There are shortcomings and there are weaknesses because of our limitation with financial resources, etc. But what the charter serves to do is to appease that, let the population know that, listen, we are establishing an agreement with you and we are going to work tirelessly to improve our service. So at the end of the day, we are going to be satisfied and the nation will be satisfied.
We have come a long way. We still have many challenges facing us, perhaps primarily in the area of our revenue collection. We still have a significant amount of funds outstanding to be collected. And we're asking customers, while holding us to the promises that we make in our customer service charter, have a certain amount of patience with us, a certain amount of understanding of the challenges. And also, you, the customer, we expect, would live up to your responsibility to us for paying for the water supply and sewerage services that you receive.
NAWASA has been operating with a lot of challenges, and they have been meeting the obligation thus far with the limited resources as alluded to by Mr. Smith. Currently, there is 3 independent water supplies in Grenada, Carriacou and Pidmantic. And that includes 30 water supply facilities. Currently, again, we have approximately 7 million gallons of water produced per day in the rainy period and about 5 million in the dry period. And this amount of water is expected to service 40,000 customers. We have on our records that NAWASA has been meeting its obligation to approximately 85% of the nation's populace. To date, we have only 2 sewage collection disposal systems, one in Grenada and the other one in Central St. George's, and this has been serving just about 1,700 persons. Therefore, NAWASA has been growing and it has met a stage now through its customer service charter, where it has legalized its expectations, so to put. So the bar has risen, and we expect NAWASA to continue to serve with the objective of being efficient and to be compliant. Now, the compliance must go both ways. For NAWASA to grow, the customers must meet their obligations, and NAWASA must meet its documented obligation now to serve with interest.
Well, I congratulate NAWASA on the initiative. It is, as they said, long overdue. It's something that we should all be fully affair with here in Grenada. Customer service is of vital importance for all businesses if we are to move forward. So I really welcome the initiative by NAWASA. Say long overdue. Of course, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. We'll see how that goes down the road if they can actually produce it. But customer service is something that it develops as time goes along. I'm sure they'll have teething problems to start with, but it is something that must be admired, and we must continue looking at ways of improving the services of all of our utilities. Well done, NAWASA. Very good job.
I'm happy that the NAWASA have launched this customer charter today. It's good that we launched the theoretical part of it, but the application of the customer charter depends on us in the field. And it's very good that this charter has been launched, because this will help us to setting targets now that we could meet our respective complaints to the customer. And this will also help us to have a more effective communication with our customers, because we need to touch base with them on a daily basis. So the charter will help us, motivate us, and help us to really have a more efficient, a better communication with our customers.
A customer care advocate's role is to assist in ensuring that the charter which we launched today is actually upheld. You know, we made promises to our customers, and it's the role of the advocate to ensure that those promises are kept.
And how significant you think is this service here to customers, and in terms of changing our experience?
Very, very significant, because if you don't have a good customer base, then automatically you don't have a business. So the fact that we are reaching out to the customers, it indicates that we need the customer's service. You know, we need them. So that is an indication as to how important it is.
If you look at the customer service charter like as a policy, there are a number of plans and procedures and systems that have to be put in place. For example, to ensure that when a customer calls in, let us say with a complaint or to make an inquiry, what happens to that call? Suppose the employee that's answering that call doesn't have the information. Who do they refer to? Suppose a problem is referred from employee A to their supervisor. Suppose that supervisor doesn't have the response, right? Who do they go to? So all of these systems and procedures for interfacing with customers. Also, for example, we give a commitment to have leaks repaired within a certain period of time. In order for a leak to be repaired, you must have the manpower, the skilled manpower. You must have the tools and supplies to effect the repairs. You must have the transportation to ensure that your personnel can get out into the field. So all of these systems and procedures and requirements had to be put in place, and we're now fairly confident that we have all of these in place.
Today, I think, was quite a significant moment in the history of NAWASA and the organization, its management, for its board of directors, even for its customers. Water is something that spans our daily lives in practically every sector. Everything we do involves it, and us being the only utility in this tri-island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, I think it's so important that we're willing as an organization to put ourselves out there and say these are the standards to which you can hold us and to which we will be accountable.
As a whole, as an island entity, NAWASA is one of the best efficient companies that I've ever encountered in all my travels. So everything good about NAWASA, right? And they give us good water.
The Customer Service Charter outlines several service standards, committing NAWASA to deliver on its promises of being a premier water utility, providing excellent service to all customers, and fostering a healthy and productive nation.